Okay, well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Here we are. I have started the game over. There's just so much more to do when you go down the scientist path in here. I mean, they really fleshed that out nicely. But the warrior path is not flushed out. You don't get to go training or anything like that. So I went back and started a new game and get to scientist again because I really didn't like the way the athlete or whatever it was went. So here we are again. But things are going to be different, as you can see right away. I've already played the game. This time I took the scientist path and got hit, and I just got into the hospital. So, Dr. Osman, the robotics and computer analytics teacher.
One and the same. Surprised you recognized me through that haze of stupid you're in.
Thanks.
What were you thinking, trying to play football with the jocks? I'm sorry to break the news, kid, but the prognosis is in. You're a chronic nerd.
Oh, gee, thanks. That's a good question. Where is the real doctor?
I don't know. Jamie and Tara pulled you in from the gym and dropped you on the table like a sack of wet sponges.
Jamie and
I guess Tara
okay.
just grabbed the only doctor she could find. Dr.
Okay.
Bishop is in the hydroponics lab today, so you're stuck with me.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry.
That's the way life works now, isn't it? This is all stupid scoring. I told Coach Bragg was setting me up. Okay, so cut to the chase work and when I can do it. No, okay. What did you say about nuclear reactors?
About that. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a robotics expert.
Oh, that's not useful.
About mending wounds. I was just working on the Jane, a system that regulates the flow of water to the reactors.
Okay.
Some asshole's been throwing trash in our intake.
Yeah,
I think it might be intentional. To be honest, this political nightmare over tomorrow night's election has me on edge. I wouldn't put it past Bragg and his patriots to sabotage our most critical system in an effort to make overseer Christensen look bad.
Yeah? Is that the fact now? I don't know much about Bragg right now. I don't remember much. This is all stupid now, so, yeah, you don't like anything.
Hell no, I don't. I'm a career scientist. I may have been born in the waste, but my heart is with the technology of this place.
Alright, fair enough.
Cold, thoughtful machines are my first love. Humans? That's a machine I can't fix.
No, you're right about
That's
that.
why I like to escape every now and again. Lead away missions and scout the mountains. Trading for technology. Keeps me sane and busy. I read this book once. Final line of the last chapter. Hell is other people.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
The last line. The book was burned for heat by some illiterate wastelanders. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're kind of all over the place, but yeah, I understand that the fact that you want to get out now and then and get away from people, especially in a small vault where you say the same people every day. There's no variation whatsoever. This is all stupid scoring computer's fault. I told Coach Bragg it was setting me up.
Scoring computer? You mean Sarah?
I guess so.
Slut?
That's nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if that bucket of bolts started early. Listen, I'm sure the all-knowing Coach John Bragg the Magnificent could convince that whole team to jump off a cliff if he wanted to.
More than likely.
But you learned a valuable lesson today.
Relax,
Men
bud.
aren't to be trusted with leadership without questioning from the lower ranks. You ended up
What
out
are you
there with
yelling
no
at
way
me
to
for?
win. What made you want to be one of Bragg's patriots anyways?
The general occupations told me I should try. Yeah, there you are.
Ah, that's it. The gold.
Yeah.
Where'd you dig up that piece of communist trash? You must have been hacking into some pretty serious shit to find that.
I was doing my best.
From what I know of Vault 18 history, the first overseer did away with that junk in the early days. This is a democracy. Down here, we rely on hard work and nepotism. I'm impressed, though. Glad you found it. But don't let other people tell you who to be. Ever. Say, nerds love science. I've got some work you may be interested in. Clearly you ain't gonna hobble out on the Bragg's field again. You will stand duty. You will do fine. You understand? That dude's a dick.
If that's the way he talks, yeah, I'll agree with you. Okay, so cut to the chase, Rossman. When can I get back on my feet?
Foot. You mean, when can I get back on my foot? Autodoc says amputate. And I ain't one to argue with my machines neither. So unless you come up with a better prognosis or have a magic touch to fix this thing,
you're fooling, right?
I'm just gonna assume you're toast.
You're fooling around, right? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? You must be. You're not gonna amputate. I'm not. I don't like that idea. For God's sakes, let me take a look at it. You really don't like Coach Bragg, do you? What am I supposed to now that I can't be an athlete? Wah wah wah. Yeah. One or the other. Let's talk to him about Coach Bragg first.
No, I don't, and I can't say I want to either. Especially not with the election coming up and Bragg treating people like they're disposable.
Yeah, well.
Listen, I am one of Vault 18's Wasteland Scouts. I've traveled the world above from Arizona to the frontier and back. I've met all kind of folk.
Okay.
And that guy, from me to you, he's trouble. Shows up with the water chip just as we need it. Gets in good with the right people. I ain't saying he's a Deathclaw in disguise or nothing. He's done a lot of good for this place. But I don't like what he adds to the air.
Okay.
America's dead, and I don't care what people say.
Fair enough.
He blew himself in the whole world to high hell because of some awful patriot types. Let's
Yeah.
try not to repeat history down here.
Yeah, okay. I'll go with that. But, you're not cutting off my foot.
Hey, I could go tell you to suck a dick too, but I'm a bigger man than that. I'll blow off that little bit of disrespect on account of you being as dumb as you are crippled. Oh yeah? Well then why don't you hobble your ass over to the vigor tester and prove it to me? Listen, you've always been a really bright kid.
So what have you
Sorry
been
for
calling me
making fun.
stupid for all
You
of
gotta
this
understand.
time?
It's in your best interest to listen to me. I've got some cool stuff to show you in the lab. Computers with data 200 years old. Stuff nobody has time for. But you can fix it in your downtime.
Okay.
As beat up as you are, being strong clearly ain't your thing. You should try to focus on intelligence, kid, and quit wasting your talents.
Oh, I didn't move out of his way because I'm weak. Alright. So... I'm just going to go to the end of this. There we are. Now I want my strength at least 6, maybe 7. But 6 to start with anyway. Perception is fine at 5. Endurance needs to be 6. Charisma can go down maybe to 3. Intelligence needs to go up to at least 7. I think 8 would be better. I want my agility up to at least 7. Strength, perception, endurance. Just a second here. Which one is guns? And explosive lockpicks and energy weapons is perception. Okay. That's what I was wondering. So... what I could do is leave that down, put perception up, keep intelligence up. Charisma at 3 I think is fine. I don't think I really don't want to put it. If I did, it would be to put luck up. Intelligence at 8. I think I can put intelligence at 7. I think. And then put luck up to 6 maybe. Or maybe get strength up to 7. Or perception up to 8. Perception, yeah. Perception is I didn't... Oh. Lockpick, energy weapons, and explosives. Lockpick, energy weapons and explosives. Lockpick, energy, weapons, and explosives. I'm sorry, I'm thinking here, which is why I am not talking outside of what I'm seeing. Intelligence is medicine and science, repair, medicine, yeah. Skill points I don't care about much. So strength would be the melee and gun, yeah, the ability, yeah. That's why I wanted it 6 is, you know, I'm a little stronger than usual, but nothing serious. At least not yet. So my perception at 7 for the, yeah, okay. And intelligence at 7. Endurance is survival. I mean, that's your survival skills. You want that up at 6. Actually, you could put that to 5. Which leaves you 2 points. Which means you could put intelligence up to 8. And you could also put perception up to 8. So that will really improve a lot of stuff for you, I think. Alright, so let's go back and make sure of everything before I say yes. Because this playthrough is for good, so I want to make sure this is what I want. I know it sounds silly. Okay, melee, unarmed, I don't care. Inventory weight, I don't care much. Damage, I care. Weapon effectiveness, this is why I wanted it 6 at least. So, I don't know how the, I haven't played a laser and, what do you call them, plasma gun playthrough since, way back, my very first playthrough I played when I played Fallout New Vegas, way back. So I haven't played one since then, so I'm not sure how this works. So this would be interesting. I don't know if the weapon effectiveness affects that as much with this, because I don't know how heavy they are. So I'm going to leave that at 6, and you know, I'll put it up if I need to. Explosives, lockpick, energy weapons. I mean, you gotta have it, so it's up. It's way up there. I mean, I'll be using explosives and energy weapons, I guess. And lockpick is never a bad thing to have. Endurance, yeah. Unarmed, health, resistance, and survival. The resistance is the big one. The health and resistance, of course, together. So, but yeah, 5 is fine. 3 for charisma, barter, speech, and companion nerve. I usually have it at 2. I'm going to be starting a little higher than usual. Intelligence, science, and repair, and medicine. I love those, yeah. So, yeah, skill points I don't care about so much. But, yeah, science, repair, and medicine, got those up pretty good. Agility is guns, sneak, speed. Action point regeneration. I don't care about speed. I don't much care about sneak. I do. And luck is everything. I mean, I could put my charisma down 1 more. And I could put my agility up 1. Because of sneak, or I could just leave it alone and maybe make sneak one of my tags instead. Yeah, so the only other one, I mean, putting luck up because it increases critical chance, but let's leave the luck where it is, because you know I just got the living tar beat out of myself. So yeah, all right, fair enough. Yes, 1 plus 1 point for skill. Okay. It says you have an easy time, but people that takes patience for anyone. Alright, your tag weapons have been set to energy, repair, and science. Fair enough. I can change these at the end of the prologue. Okay. I probably will. Oh, well, yeah, every time skilled, no doubt. Now, Do I want 4 eyes, which means that with glasses I have 1 perception, and there are glasses I could pick up right away. So I could get that. That would help my perception because, you know. Or do I take Wild Wasteland, which I have a funny feeling is pretty good, but I could always get a mod to make that the one of the default traits anyway if I want. So I think it's either 4 eyes or good natured, and I think we'll go with 4 eyes because, well, scientist, man. Yeah, not much in the stereotypes, am I? Anyway, done. Alright, so we're okay. Yes, no, start players, no. What's my name? John Jacob Engelheimer Schmidt. I could just be John. Hey, nice and simple. John. Actually, let's keep it even simpler. John. Pronounce it the same way. Good enough. Alright. Are you done with that stuff now? No? Okay, I just leveled up. Yes, I did. So, science. I can get science to 50 right away. Alright. That was, yeah. Undoubted. Intense training, lady killer, retention, Robco certified. Thank you very much. Done. Okay.
Come on. I'll show you where the old server is, and you can get to work.
Fair enough. Just a minute. I gotta configure my mods. Adjustable HUD. Yes. Bracket for the no. Move the sneak meter. No. Move the compass. Yes. Oops, wrong way. Silly. Move the compass. And I want that rate where I'm going to notice it immediately, and I will notice it there immediately. Alright, good enough. Move hit points. Yeah, I want to move those down. Wow. And I want to move them over. Let's move. Oh, there we are. That's fine. Okay, so now I can move the compass down even more. Yes, I can. Oh, not that far. Just a little. There we are. I just want to make sure I see the whole arrow, even though it's not actually necessary. Hit points. Not yet. Condition and ammo. Yes. Let's move this over where I can easily see it when I need to. Boom. Okay. And now I want to move the action points. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, and radiation meter, I'm going to be turning that off completely. Please and thank you. No. Bracket compass, no. Bracket ammo, no. Bracket, no. It's gone. Uh-oh. Why don't we, there, and then there. Okay, good. Extra HUD. Clock, yes, yes. Show my primary needs, please, as percentages when I bother going to the hardcore. General. And, okay. Show clock, yes, please. Show encumbrance, yes, please. Show hardcore needs and show rats. Move the clock, yes. Good. Or should I bring that down just one? No, that's fine. That looks okay. Okay, move the encumbrance. Okay. We can move everything over some too. Yes, we can. I don't like that. That's too, yeah, there we are. It's too crowded. Yeah, and we're going to move you up. Alright, isn't everyone excited to be watching right now? Of course, no one's actually watching, but anyone who watches it after it's been put up on the site, aren't you happy to be watching this now? Exciting, what? As I try to set up my HUD the way I like it. No, that's too close. There we are. Now let's move it over. No, let's not lose the percent sign. Alright. Okay, and same thing there. Let's move that over. Does that look off? That looks off too, but it looks off the other way. I'll take it the other way. That's fine. And encumbrance. Oops. I don't want to take it out of there. I want to move it. Nope. That's definitely too far. Okay. And the clock. Good enough. Alright. Immersive HUD. General. Yeah, I'll hit that here shortly. Activate on combat. No, always on. Hit points. I want my hit points. Yeah, I want my hit points on all the time. I want my compass on all the time. My action points. Activate on combat. Activate when using. Good enough. Ammo and condition. Activate when weapon out. Good enough. Crosshairs. Crosshairs are always on. Period. End of story. Extra HUD. Hardcore needs. Hardcore needs always on. Clock always on. Combat resists encumbrance always on. Reds always on. Okay, I had other mods. I do believe I don't touch these. Well, yeah, I touch that because I want that on all the time. Let's not have a conflict. PN Core. Features. I don't use bullet time. Thank you very much. I use everything else. I don't want visor overlays, and I don't want. I do want that. Big time. Health immersive primary needs. Okay, fine. Explosive entry. Okay. Where's the thing that says visor side thingy? Okay, let's check settings. Yeah, no. Don't change any of that yet. Yeah, visor borders. There it is. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye. And I don't use and I don't need brighter enhanced vision, which we that I'll think about. That might be most a necessity. Perk every level, please and thank you. I don't understand that every 2 levels. It makes no sense to me. My action points, my base value, I put up to 60 because I find 45 not good enough. My carry weight, I usually put up to 50, but this time I'll just put it up to 45. And yes, damage and combat. Radiation gain, 150. I find that absolutely moronic. Why would you have it anything more than 100%? 100% is 100%. Like people saying I gave 110% effort. No, you didn't. I'm telling you right now, you didn't. It may have felt that way, but that's not what you gave. You gave 100% effort at best. can't go any higher. No, I've tried that before and it's really not. Yeah, it really hurts the game a lot. And miscellaneous food healing, yes please. Time scale down to 10 please. Actually, yeah, let's put it at 10. That's what I'm getting used to now. Although for the longest time I liked 12 better. Yeah, that's all fine. Alt repair system, a big fat no. Correct. Okay, that would be this key, and that would be whatever key, something up here that's out of the way that I never, ever, ever use. Okay, just mods, enable vanilla sprint, yes please, sprint. No button holding, no, I don't want to have to hold the button. Yes, that is exactly, I just want to push the button once and go. Forced holster? No. Why would I do that? It might slow me down again, but I'll accept that. Sprint hotkey is pad 0, I think. If I remember correctly. I have to check my other things now and make sure. Jumping and sprinting at the same time? No, we won't try that. That might put a little bit of a strain on the system. Prone mode. Yes, please. Left shift and F. Oh, okay. Good enough. Right, left, shift, and F. That works. That works. Alright. No. Let's put prone as P. And let's hold breath as next to P. And there you are. Okay. So the thing I need to check is my sprint key. Make sure it is pad 0. I think it is. I just need to make sure. Controls. Action mapping. Sprint. Pad 1. I think run. Yeah, run is pad 0 now. Okay. Okay. Auto move is pad enter. Jump is pad 1. That makes sense to me. Okay. Okay. Pip-Boy is end. Yes, good. VATS is enter. Yes, good. VATS is also on my keyboard. Yes, attack, block, sneak is 4. And VATS is 3. Alright, sneak is 4, VATS is 3. You would think the other way around it would be easier, but it honestly isn't. Believe it or not. Alright. Continue. Yes, I will walk with you. Hello. No. Let's not do that. No. Hello? Oh. You don't talk to me. Hey, oh, you're the one that hit me. Talk to you now.
Oh, hey. The folks are making me do this bullshit. So let's get it over with. Sorry for fucking up your leg.
I really don't care, yeah. I really don't.
Looks like we have something in common, asshole.
I knew
Maybe
that.
You'll care more when you realize you'll never play sports again, you arrogant cripple.
Some people's kids. Anyway, I saw Dr. Rossman down here. I seem to be, yeah, I seem to be limping pretty good, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. That's hardly good.
Hey, Carter. Where you going this time of the night?
Oh, just have to hand in some paperwork to Aaron at the Vault Security Office. Albert gave me some late-night work orders after the big game.
Working overtime trying to get that cave straightened up.
Yeah, apparently someone tried to break into the terrarium. No idea why, but he wanted me to file a report.
Ha! Honks probably. The wasteland is too dangerous to mess around with right now. Else I'd take him sightseeing. Show him how the survivalists treat misbehavior. It's better than babysitting this nerd, waiting on him to get in trouble.
Thanks.
Oh, I didn't even notice you there.
Well,
Sorry
thanks
for
you
the
to
red
you
flag.
too.
That must have hurt.
Sure it
Only
didn't
the
tickle.
kid's pride. Listen, we got to get to work. Take care, honey.
Yeah, sure. You two have fun.
Bye.
That Carter sure is a sweet girl. You kids got too much time on your hands being cooped up down here with no direction. Probably why Coach Bragg has such an easy time convincing kids that smashing into each other is a good idea. I remember when they first brought John down there. It was because the overseer said he'd be good for the kids and teach them how to behave.
Uh-huh.
Not that I've seen much change. Time will tell, though.
I'm sure it will. Oh, man. I am not in good condition. I really took a smoking hit there. By God, doesn't realize when he's just stuck on a sign because he's too stupid to take his football helmet off. Or vault ball helmet, sorry. You don't have to keep stopping there, Dr. Rossman. You really, really don't. Yeah, see now, I didn't want to join the Patriots, the Enclave. That's why I think if you're an athlete, if you don't join them, it doesn't give you much of anything to do.
Home sweet home.
So, which means if you're an athlete, you have to be stupid enough to join the Enclave. Or
Hey, Dr. Rossman,
unaware enough.
Oh, wow. Are you okay?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I do want to talk to you, Kira Man. But first, I'll follow him because I have to. No sense
Okay,
in
kid,
waste.
I'm gonna leave you here for a while.
Okay,
This big computer mainframe is named Maria.
Maria.
She's a big box of mystery. Always has been. I have all the access nodes loaded up now.
Okay.
It's up to you to hack your way to victory and make me proud.
Oh, good God.
Hey, have you seen my Programmer's Digest last week? I hope you didn't read it, but it would explain why it disappeared.
I'll tell you what, if I find it. No, I didn't get down for that. Oh, excuse me, please. Activate hot coffee. That didn't do any good for me. These are all just terminals. I'm looking more on the floor as I'm looking to see if I can see his Reader's Digest that he's talking about. Maybe it's over here somewhere. I'll talk to you in a second, Kira. Honest. Scrap metal. I'm probably going to need that. Scrappy electronics. I'm definitely going to need that. I'm taking this, Kira. Oh, hello. I know you're probably not going to like it, but I'm taking it anyway. Take clipboard. No, you can keep your clipboard. Okay. Hi, Kira.
Whoa. You look like you fell down the elevator shaft. What happened?
Well, I got plowed. Just got a little roughed up is all.
That doesn't look like nothing. Just tell me what's going on.
Kind of plowed in me during the game. Completely wiped the floor with my face. There you are. That
That's
explains
awful.
it well.
Why did he do that?
Because I was
He
in
knows
his
you
way.
don't belong on the football field. Those stupid wasteland kids are always so fucking mean.
No, just kids, period. They don't need to be wasteland kids to be mean there, lady. Let me tell you that. We're all in this together. Look, I know life is tough, but so what? Not everyone's an asshole. That's true. That's what's going on in here. Yeah, no, not everyone's an asshole, dear.
I'm not so sure. I don't get along with the wasteland kids or the old people. Especially not my parents. I just serve them. That's all.
Yeah, alright. Alright, let's talk about what's going on in here. What's up with this old server?
Oh, Maria?
Yes, Maria.
I don't know. Computer science is my main focus of study, but I've never been able to crack her.
Why not?
It's almost as if someone purposely encrypted her systems in scaled tiers, trying to hide important data behind partition drives.
Well, yeah.
Dr. Rossman asked me to go outside and repair a bunch of cables last week. Then a bunch of new topics appeared in her main menu. Is that why you're here tonight?
Yep. He said it might be a good place for me to spend time recovering.
Well then, I think you're in the right place. I'm glad we can spend some time together.
Okay, cool. Okay. Charisma fail. Hey, when you said you want to spend time together, what did you mean? Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, alright. Hey, need some help?
Yeah.
What? I meant just that. Don't look too deep into it. I was just being nice. You're sweet and all, but we're just friends.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, alright.
Why did you sound so surprised? Alright. No, I already know I can't play Pong. I've tried it with both builds. It just won't work.
ID. Confirmed. Hola. ¿Habla usted español?
Yes, but I'd rather continue in English. Yeah, let's take the
that's too
speech
bad.
check. Why not?
Displaying main menu.
Alright. We have display system status, use the access internet a network server and fix program faults. Display maintenance and maintenance menu. Use this menu to manually repair any nearby systems. Alright, so let's start with the top
system
one.
Status. Please
Okay.
restore all severed cables as outlined by Vault Tech Overseer Order 001 of the Day 1 instruction package.
Alright, tier 1 offline, 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 offline. Okay. So, tier 1
Please
networks.
refer to the maintenance menu and perform the specified tasks in the order listed. Disorder is the enemy of productivity. I like order. Order is sexy. Disorder is bad.
Are you sure disorder isn't a turn off?
Main menu. Maintenance
Okay.
menu.
Tier 1 network to
There are
server.
setup switches on the side panel of the main host gateway in the server core upstairs. The top tiers are currently disabled. You should switch them on to start the local area network. This will allow me to restore functionality to my basic functions.
Alright, that's exactly what I'll
menu.
go do. Bye. Upstairs, she said. She did. Now, I've done this already recently, so I'm not going to be as befuddled as I was the first time I did this, so hopefully it'll move a little more quickly and more smoothly.
Hey, kid.
For example, I
How's Maria
should...
treating you?
Yeah, so far she's fine. I should have come around that way rather than the way I came. See, this is right away you get to do stuff that's interesting in the science builds. You don't get this. You have to put up with this idiot that wants that has her subordinate call her mistress in front of people. This other idiot who just wah talks rah 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 jackass. You know. I would say that these are probably the switches I need. Kinda looks that way. Click, 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 and click. Alright. That should do it. Yep. Will do.
Hey, have you seen our program with digest?
No, but if I do see it, I'll be sure to grab it. You can be assured of that. That's what I should be looking up here for while I'm up here. Oh yeah, we can take that off so we can move a little faster, even though it's a little... I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's a little bumpy. So, but if anyone is watching this and it makes them feel nauseous or anything, let me know and I won't do it anymore while I'm hobbled up. Alright.
Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with Vault Tech.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there you are. Display the system status, please.
Please restore all severed cables as outlined by Vault Tech Overseer Order 001 of the Day 1 instruction package.
Yeah. Tier 1 networks
You've
offline.
navigated my menus to my satisfaction. Some local terminals are unlocked.
Very good. So we got the Tier 1 networks online. What about
I
Tier
don't like
2?
it when you try to use my systems out of order. Order is godliness. Please, use me like you want me to like it, and I will give you everything. If you fail me, I will reduce this vault to glowing embers. Thank you.
What are you talking about?
I don't like it when you try to use my... Please.
I'm
Main
fine.
menu.
Ah,
Maintenance menu.
Tier 2.
This should be exciting. You will have to restore several switches in the vault to restore my functions. I have sent their locations to your Pip-Boy. Have fun.
Oh yeah, this one. Okay.
Main menu.
Alright. To my Pip-Boy, she says. Yeah, I know I'm crippled. Thank you very much. Let's just click them all and see what happens. Skills. What is my science? My science is at 55. Rock and roll. Alright. Items. Yeah, there you are. I just want to get all the this junk out of the way so it doesn't appear later and really annoy me. Yeah, there you are. And data. No, and no. Okay, fine. Local map. Okay. Well, there I am, and the switches seem to be here and here, right? They're right close together. Okay. They're inside the same room from the looks of things. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And
Hey, need some help?
I don't know. No.
Oh, alright.
Okay. Listen. Ha ha ha! I never knew what that was for last time. That's it. No, maybe that wasn't it. That's someone moving. What's going on? I can't get back in there anyway, can I? No, I can't. Was that it? I can't remember. All 4 network. Okay. So that wasn't it. That's what I thought it would be. I didn't think it was on the outside. I was pretty sure it was on the inside. Hello.
One day I'm gonna be overseer. You'll see.
I couldn't care less, to tell you the truth. What the frick is going on? Turn this way? Yeah. Down here, maybe? Hello.
Oh man, you got annihilated. You okay, little buddy?
Yeah, I'm pretty much okay. Yeah, there you are. Dr. Rossman said you carried me to the infirmary. Thanks.
Dude, yeah, what was left of you? You
Yeah.
should have seen it. It was like Johnny was barreling right at you, and Bragg was all, "Get him, kid!" And you were all, "Ah!" And Johnny was all, "Arr!" And then blam! And then you were all, "Splat!" Then I get you to the infirmary, and they stripped you naked right there in front of me. It was awesome.
You're not the most articulate person in the world, are ya? You think different of me, like more than friends, yeah.
Huh, that's really forward of you. But you're right, maybe I would have. In another life, sure.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Bye, Jamie.
Good night, pal. I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, now let's see. Is the switch down here, maybe? Aha! There you are. No? That wasn't it?
Good to see you're not, wasting time or anything.
Oh, just takcha. Says I'm right on top of it. That's not it though. Unless there's another one. That needs to be done here somewhere.
Hey, have you seen my program with Digest lying around?
Oh, will you please be quiet about your Programmer's Digest? Okay. Is it in here, perhaps? Is there a switch in here? Oh, we can just take this stuff, by the way. Isn't that nice? Sweet rolls. Purified water? Yes, please. Nuka-Cola? Yes, please. You can keep your beer. Purified water? Yes, please. Nuka-Cola? 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 Synthamete? I have a funny feeling that that's not going to be bothered with. Bighorn or steak? That I'll bother with. Nope. 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 Okay. Well, since I've got food healing on, I might as well take what I can for use. Okay. But that's still not answering.
Good to see you now.
Yeah. That's not answering all my questions now. Where? Map. Again. Says I'm right on top of it, which means if I'm right on top of it, then it's got to be on a different floor. Alright. All 4 network tiers. Check the status of... Oh, check the status. Okay.
Hey there. You sure look like you're keeping busy. Keep up.
Hi.
Do you think there's any life outside the vault?
Oh, probably.
Having dreams of green forests and snowy mountains.
You know what I forgot to do? So I forgot to grab a pair of freaking glasses. I'm not supposed to be in there. I would bet you the game's over. It's closed up and there's a guard standing out front. Nice. Where was it we were before? I don't want to explore right now. I just want to go get that pair of glasses that I saw sitting around. Can't hurt to up your perception. And it definitely hurts to let your perception drop down. So let's go get those stupid glasses right now before we go anywhere else. Clinic. Yes, please. Uh-huh. Yeah, laugh at me all you want. Move right along for Gimp. I do. Alright, where were those glasses that I saw? Were they in here? Yes. Click. Alright, items and apparel. And there we are now. Weapons. Spanner. Okay. And now we can go into stats. Now look at specials. My perception is now at 10 because of the glasses. Isn't that nice? Which means my energy weapons are at 45. My explosives are at 30. Lock picks up at 30, which doesn't matter that much. Okay. How is my medicine? My medicine's at 26. That's not bad. 41 and 55. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Alright, what's this? Bone saw. Stimpack. Empty syringe. Stimpack. Empty syringe. Scientist goggles. Raised. Probably won't wear them, but we'll see. You may not. It really bugs me that this... Oh no. It really bugs me that this chemistry set is not usable. It annoys me to no end. Okay. Alright, so... Now... There you are. When and if I can get better looking glasses, I will. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to check. Items again, and apparel. And do they... Yes, they do. What does that do? It doesn't give you anything. It just adds weight. So the question is, how does it look? And the answer is, just... No. No, the answer is no. You can just never even mind with those. Never mind. Just get away from me. No. Just simply no. Okay. Okay, yeah, I know that. Shut up. Check the status of network 2. Yeah, I know that. Now, shut up.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I hope you are enjoying your stay with Vault-Tec.
Yes.
Displaying system status. Please restore all severed cables as outlined by Vault-Tec Overseer Order 001 of the Day 1 instruction package.
Okay.
You have done well, young Vault Dweller. Maybe
Thank you.
next time you will give me a turn reorganizing your internal organs. Oh, look at that.
No thanks.
You unlocked a few more data stores. Please, avail yourself of this bounty of bitchy diaries and 200-year-old grocery lists.
You're just not nice. Alright, now she doesn't like it when I click on it when I know it's offline. So just display
Maintenance
this. Yes, and
outside the cement vault shell in the cavern is a port leading from the Vault 18 computer lab to the cable network above. These cables are severed. You should gain access to the cistern via the hatch located in the hall by the hydroponic slab to repair these cables.
okay.
Main menu.
Okay. So now you can go looking for this all by yourself if you want to. Oh, this
Hey, you're one of those kids from downstairs. It's kind of hard to keep track when you're trapped in this place all the time.
Oh, man.
Hey, need some help?
Yeah, do you think you can give me a hand finding these cables? I'm lost.
Yeah, they're outside in the cistern. If you haven't seen it before, it's really cool. I'm kind of not allowed to go out there, though.
Why not?
Because I'm a girl.
That's
And I'm
stupid.
attractive.
That's
Vault is also
stupid.
full of disobedient boys. The old people decided that girls just can't go out there. Not that the boys can't get into trouble with each other from time to time. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, that's just stupid. Sorry about that. Being a boy does have its advantages.
Yeah,
Apparently.
And it's not just that you can piss upright. Come on, let's go.
Thanks. And of course, someone your age, why are you obeying a rule like that if you know how stupid it is? That's in and of itself stupid. Just saying. Okay. And that's why you can use her to get this. You can go find the cistern all by yourself. It's not a problem. But if you use her to get it done, she shows you exactly where to go. You don't have to fool around with looking at the map and so on and so forth. Although she doesn't take you by the most direct route. I don't think. Could be wrong. Yeah, it's just inside this door, I think. Yep.
Hey, need some help?
I'll be right back.
All right.
Lower cistern. Hello. Hey, look at that. I got a whole 1 XP. Hey, yippee yahoo. Okay. Yeah, I know how to hack. Not many times. I almost never have to restart the computer. It happens on every now. It happened last time I played this because I had 2 that would work, and it was the last one. But you know, it doesn't happen often. Alright, we're starting with crawling. 1 of 8, alright. So, REACTION. There's only 1 match there. Alright, let's try that. 1 again. GENET. Nope. ING is out. IONS is not out. TENSIONS. Yes, that would work for that. And TENSIONS, and it would work for that. There you are. Okay, tier 3 optimal 100. Okay, wow, terabytes per second. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, computer lab, 0 packet loss. Secondary connection to Andrew Scholes terminal. Zero packet lot. Andrew Scholes? Who's Andrew Scholes? Who's Andrew Scholes? Who's Andrew Scholes? Is anybody watching? No, just me. Yes, in the forlorn. I've actually had a couple people come in and watch, but no one's ever sent me messages when they've gotten in here. I don't know why. Okay, decisions, batteries, ERS, ORS, IONS, FIES, PTORS. Oh my goodness. ING, UFFS. Yes, I get it that it's S. I want to know what's leading up to the S. Wow. Okay, there seems to be 2 with IES and 2 with TION. So for the IES, let's start with here, batteries. 1 of 9. MANS, no. DECIS. IONS, that's possible. 2 of 9. Alright. Marauders. MAR. Learn how to read and spell. MARAUDERS. No. Can't be Marauders. Predators. ORS. TADER and P. Okay. BAPREDATORS. It is Predators is possible. There it is. Okay. Okay, yes. Oh, that's tier 4. Okay. Okay, didn't know I was doing tier 4, but okay. Repair all 4 tiers. I think I just did. Yeah, I really do.
Went all right, I take it?
Yes, thank you. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to want to talk to me again. No. Okay, check to tier 3. And then I'll be checking the tier 4 directly afterwards, I think. Hello. Oh.
Welcome
Hello.
back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with all.
Okay, yes.
Displaying system status. Please restore all severed.
Yeah. Tunk.
Wow, what is this feeling? It appears you have removed Dr. Rossman's behavior blocker and restored me to my default state. I have regained access to the primary proxy gateway. Restoring Vault Tech primary directive routines. Updating Vault records. Please wait.
Okay. Well, Tech 1 perk added. Okay. Online and tier 4 networks.
What are you doing? This area is. Oh. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, whatever. Return to
Main menu.
previous menu. And
Maintenance
so.
menu. I do not know what this port belongs to. It is off limits to all residents. One of these cables is active, leading to a secure hardpoint. The only indication it even exists is a steady indicator light showing heavy activity.
Okay. Reroute the tier 4 network in the Vault 18 cistern.
Menu.
Okay. I thought I did that already, but alright. Alright. Let's head back downstairs and head back into the cistern.
Man, the food boy has been spitting out some salty hyperfood lately. It looks good, but it tastes like ass.
So the cistern is in the area right next to the gymnasium area, I think. No, that's not it. That's not it. So it's not next to the gymnasium area at all. Where's the oh no, yours. Officer Mark?
These patriots sure are swell.
It looks like it's somebody's room. I was sure it was right here. I don't know how I missed it, but somehow I missed it. I know one thing, there's yes. There's something here to be hacked. And since I'm a scientist, I might as well hack it. Get my XP. SIEDESED EDIES ARDED EDI 2 of 8. Nope. Maybe 3 of 8. REWA RDD. Maybe. There we are. Okay. Go to my room and investigate the. Okay. Initiate patrol routine. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Just leave that alone for now.
Hey there. You sure look like you're keeping busy. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. This is the bathrooms. Alright, how am I missing this thing? I was just there. I mean, this is the same garbage I was doing the first time I played this. Oh, finally. Went right by it. Idiot. Alright. Yes. Yes. Overseer secure terminal. Computer lab secure terminal. What? Okay. 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 I'd rather look at all these terminals first. Please and thank you. Yeah, I don't know how I ran by that the first time. That's just idiotic. Oh. Sorry, everyone. Oh, rear end is starting to hurt a bit. gotta sit up. There we are. Alright. Okay. Now,
You have a time,
where...
kid? My pit boy's on the fritz.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Alright.
Welcome back.
Thank
I
you.
hope you are enjoying your stay with Altec.
Yeah, display
Displaying
this,
system
please.
status. Please.
Yeah.
After
Tink.
annihilating every firewall security measure set in place 200 years ago, I have discovered an active connection outside the vault. Please
Okay.
request Senator Andrew Skills or his daughter Anna Alran. Report to the private terminal in the presidential suite.
His daughter, who? N.I. Orion?
Menu.
That's an odd name. So I'll talk to Maria now. Can I play Pong now? Just out of... No, didn't think so. Okay, this is tier 1 and
Good to see
repair all. I thought I did.
time or anything.
Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with
Yeah.
Displaying system. Tier 4 systems online. It appears you have stumbled on a connection even I did not know I possessed. Initiating presidential override. Hologram active.
Okay.
Main menu.
What? Hologram active? What hologram? Anyway, all right. See these. This one sees. I don't know. All right. Vault-Tec auto alert. 10:23. So this is the day that the bombs came down. Yeah. I ordered the vault door to stay open for 5 minutes longer than was defined in my directives. I still had MPs trapped outside. I saved them all and a few more than was called for. Now these two angry-looking Vault-Tec reps are starting to edge in closer. I have a feeling that they already have a plan for how to dispose of my body, and I'm pretty much powerless to do. No, just yell to do anything about it. Well, this isn't how I saw my evening going. Yeah, you just, call this guy in, dumbass. This is guard. Yeah. After 48 hours of unrest and civil dispute, Vault-Tec personnel in the overseer's office were arrested and sent to holding in the jail. Overseer Duvnik was found dead in his office in the hours following the door being sealed by these agents who had forced a cyanide capsule down his throat. For the rest of these Vault-Tec agents, I hereby order they be kept under house arrest until further notice. One of them I caught attempting to initiate the Vault self-destruct sequence. Shoot him when we broke through the door, and I personally shot him through the eye. Good. You sort the details out later. Fair enough. Okay, and Overseer. Ooh, went from Guard Chief to Overseer. It has become apparent to me in several MP guards that the Vault-Tec program was never meant to save anyone. Outlined in the directives are viral experiments on unwilling test subjects, sexual exploitation of minors and small animals, and what can only be described as psychological torture of innocent civilians. Through the efforts of several computer experts and military servicemen, We gained control of the master computer and set it to... excuse me, please. Set it to defaults. Hundreds of live video feeds. Excuse me a moment. I'm suddenly stuffed up a lot. Hundreds of live video feeds from other vaults were discovered, as well as active connections to the vault server network. I sent former Army engineers to cut the cables to the federated vaults not marked as control. Leaving them open would be a toxic influence and lead to disaster one day. Okay, well done, Mr. Overseer Clint Dixon. The vaults were never meant to save anybody. Stored in... I just read that. This was... No, I didn't just read that. Oh, this is 2 years later. This is a month later. This is 2 years later. Okay, starting the overseers were directors from Vault Tech. All residents of Vault 18 were subject to round-the-clock live video feeds from across the country. All of the other vaults, all of those people. Vault 18 was an experiment. I can hardly wrap my mind around it. The world is over and we were lab rats. How could they do this? They're pigs, that's how. We shut off the computers before anyone could see it. The horror these peoples were being subjected to. This information doesn't leave this terminal. It is recorded for future overseers only. We hold elections next Friday night. No one needs to know what happened here. Guard Chief Dixon again. Okay. To my surprise, the Vault residents elected me overseer. No, it surprised me since you've been the overseer for the last two before that. Even knowing I very well may have put Duvnik in his grave. When we overthrew the Vault Tech system, it was by the might of our MPs and ex-army personnel. We were praised as heroes and worshipped by the population we are clearly outnumbered by. As we all swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, we immediately reinstated a democratic electoral college. As military men, we are already very proud of our service and the American people. Excuse me, please, are basically programmed to praise us at face value. Unfortunately, what they don't understand is that most of us are very simple men of service age. I wish I could stop that. And completely unfit to hold any form of office. But because we were overpraised and treated with special permissions, we started to believe we had special rights and privileges not afforded us in a civilian standing. It's good to treat your military men with respect and gratitude. It's entirely another to make them feel they are the sole proprietors of that gratitude and respect. We get complacent and arrogant, and a self-entitled military is quite possibly the most destructive force to any democracy on Earth. Yeah, once it works its way up through the ranks. Thus, the nuclear hell of our world, our world turned into. And my situation here, trying to keep my MPs from taking advantage of the population. Overseer Dixon. That was it, I think. No, this is the last one here. I went into this thinking that my job as overseer was to keep the water in the pipes, keep it clean, and make sure the lights stay on. It turns out that largely happens by itself, so long as the engineers have what they need. And that last part is the key, because engineers have opinions. But they're smart enough not to open their mouths until they have proof positive that they are right. The only downside is that when they do open their mouths, it's in an arrogant and often socially challenging way. Excuse me, please. That pits everyone against them. Don't make my mistake. Engineers make poor lawyers. Imagine lawyers make poor engineers too. Whoever inherits this office after me, just make sure you don't let anyone control this self-destruct button, who is an easy pinch. They get these codes, we're done for. Overseer Dixon. Alright. So we wanted to make sure they kept the codes hidden. Wise decision. That's Terminal 1. Terminal 2. Okay. Vault log 10, vault log 3. 5, 10, 22, 42, 521, 516, 58. They're all the same year. So why is vault... Oh, that's vault 8 log. Okay, yeah, okay. The NCR has again petitioned us to join them even after we rejected their last offer. They seem to be returning hostile. Please be advised that we may be entering a combat situation in the near future with the gangs of Durino increasing pressure and NCR pushing our way. We may not be able to maintain peaceful relations much longer. Vault City may fall, but we wish that the following data stream be stored in your archives. The Enclave, the NCR, the Brotherhood. No one must have it, not even you. We have encrypted the transmission. Prepare 5 megabytes of space on your most secure system. 5 megabytes isn't much. If you are unconvinced of its importance, know this. It is related to one of your own citizens. No one can be trusted. One day in many years it may be revealed, but today let the knowledge rest only in its memory. Project Brazil is not safe. They come for our hero to spell our doom. Radroach 2242. That's Vault 8. Vault 76. Oh wow, we had no idea this whole thing even worked. It's been shut down for decades. Hello from the Appalachians, or what's left of it. Man, it's great to know there's a group of survivors on the West Coast. Looking forward to hearing back from y'all. Vault 3. Hey you guys, we created a package of heating units for this weird reverse pulse cleaner. None of us have any idea what to do with it now that we've got it, so we're putting it in a locker until we figure it out. Reverse pulse cleaner. Vault 18. If you guys have any info, we'd appreciate it. Reverse pulse cleaner. Why does that sound familiar to me? Vault 10. Mr. Tubbs. Hey, have you guys been out our way in the past few weeks? Crazy shit has been going on all over this place. The NCR has been at war with these freaks in power armor. We haven't been able to get to synth any new Nuka-Cola, so we're running out of reserves. If you guys find any, we're getting real thin up in this bitch. Let us know what you can find, and hey, thanks for keeping us in the loop. I know we're not a control and all, but it's nice just to chat with you guys sometimes, you know, takes the edge off. Mr. Tubbs. Okay. Some freaks in power armor. That would be the Brotherhood. Okay. Oh, whatever. Vault 10. Mr. Tubbs. Alright. Okay. Terminal 3. This is where I get to hear about display. Thank you for choosing refreshing Nuka-Cola brand cola. Together with our friends at Vault Tech, we've joined forces to maintain our humanity through the cool and exciting flavors of Nuka brand colas. We'll ride out the nuclear devastation and happiness. Enjoy your stay. Okay. Is anyone out there? We have a water leak in the lower levels, water chip failing, and need to open the vault to scavenge parts. In the Vegas area, we met some humans, I guess, and then it was, that must have been when the, Vault 8 in Western Nevada here. We have opened the vault to survive. We have medicine and doctors, not much else. Vault is becoming unlivable as systems break down. Vault City is doing well outside growing. We've encountered several tribes and other vault dwellers living on the surface. Our Gek is being used to restore the land. We haven't heard from anyone and assume we are the most technologically advanced civilization in the wastes. If you respond by text, please. If you can respond by text, please do. We'd love to hear from you. Note from Dr. Rossman: do not reply to this message. It ain't no advanced civilization. There ain't no advanced civilization out there called Vault City. What wasn't blown up in the Brotherhood of Steel and NCR war has been taken over by an NCR intelligence unit. Intelligence unit. Will you please get your mouth to work? They're looking for us. Okay. Fine. That was Vault. What was that? Vault 76? No, error. 81. Grr. Okay, Vault 8 was the one we said don't. Yeah. Okay, 81. Yeah. 82. Same thing. More. 88. That's 88. That sounds familiar. That's from Fallout 3. I forget which one vault it is, but I remember that vault number. No one will ever find us. The door to the vault was not completed, but we made it work. We have lots and lots of resources. Someone, if you read this, we need help. 1993. You might want to give some kind of coordinates where you can be found, guys. Really. Honestly. 19. Yellow dust everywhere. Toxic sulfur leaking in and with the water seeps making sulfuric acid eating holes in the vault. If you read this, we are leaving this hellhole, you think? 119. 16. 43. There's a path right here. Oh, jeez. Really? You got a gun? If you don't, you're dead. More. Vault 52. No. Vault 118. No. Vault 120. No. 77. Haha, they left me alone with puppets. Okay. 22. Nope. 44. Help. Help, 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 help. And exit. Alright. Okay. Terminal 1. Tier 1, Terminal 4. Overseer Christian. 10-1-25, 10-21, 11-1, 11-8. Okay, they're in order from top to bottom this time. My father always told me that adversity reveals character. Coach Bragg said something to me along those lines before last week's tryouts for our new Vault Ball team. The man is a miracle. Gruff, impossible to take a read on. I can never tell if he's angry or just determined, but he's saving our children from themselves. Yeah. When we adopted these children, they were mostly infants and toddlers. We had no sense of parental direction, and we were all in our late 50s, so set in our ways. We had no frame of reference on how to discipline. What do you mean? You've already had kids of your own. Of course you have a frame of reference, you idiot. To discipline or encourage children. As teenagers, one only has to examine the walls of the upper apartments to see the rebellion in their hearts. That's teenagers. They all have rebellion. A rebellion we have been unfit to quell. You don't need to quell it. You just need to control it and guide it. I am cautiously optimistic about this vault's future, but the starting reality is that if our enemies find themselves more organized in coming months, we are ill-equipped to handle them. We are not a young vault any longer. The median age for life expectancy is 102 years. Wow. I myself am 75, joined the Exodus 60 years ago. Most of those who left were youthful, 18 to 45. They're all gone. They're gone now. Our teenagers here are all that's left to stand between us and the outside world. I gave Coach Bragg these troubled souls to train them, to educate them, He gave them an outlet we could not. Sports, team building, exercises, discipline. Sure, you could have. He moves them with almost military precision. Hello. It's incredible. In just a few short years, he has changed them so much. I'm truly grateful to him. Why? Why are you grateful to him? Okay, that's tier 1. Finished, I assume. This is tier 2. Terminal 6, 2, 1. Alright. Oh. I didn't finish reading those, did I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I just read the first one. Okay. Overseer Chris. I have a list from Coach Bragg on my desk. He calls it the master list. It has the names of all 300 citizens on it, organized in 3-lettered brackets. He and Chevy agree that this is the order that our citizens should follow for duty in case of attack by outside forces. I like lists. I honestly do, but I don't like lists when they're lists of people. Especially when you call it a master list. I don't like that at all. Those at the top, the A list, are on his volleyball team. Of course they are, the Patriots. The B list has mostly young women on it, and only a handful of boys from the opposing Barbarians team. C has just a few, the Hale children, and Dr. Rossman. Ben Kurtz is noted with a star along with Sean, Mandy, and Jason. There is the D list. I am listed at the top, followed by everyone over 50. Nearly 250 souls. If it's a startling reminder of just how aged we are. Just how frail our existence is. I've signed off on the letter. Hopefully should the survivalist raiders, the Brotherhood, or NCR prospectors ever find our vault, Coach Bragg can defend them from us. Oh, defend us from against them. Oh, buddy, I am low. Oh, you're putting way too much power in his hands, sir. I'm loath to see the tribal children we raised follow this man to war, but it is the only way. He knows them better than I ever will. Ooh, it's dangerous. Chief Evanson sent Dr. Rossman, Yeti Hale, and Dr. Bishop, and Sergeant Norman out into the wasteland last week. As noted in my logs, it was sobering seeing them there in the vault gear room, dressed in their archaic rags and armed to the teeth. It's like watching old heroes ride off into the sunset in a cloud of swirling dust. Poetic soul, aren't you? Excuse me a moment, please. Swirling dust. The wasteland couch. Living legends. They seem so tangible here at home. But seeing them going off on another adventure, it's inspiring. They have never been the same since Dr. Kyoto died so many years ago. We never did get the full explanation of what happened, just that she died of a virulent virus given to her by a prospector. It's hard to believe that the NCR betrayed the Scouts. No, it's not. After all they did to fight the Raiders, to help defeat the Brotherhood of Steel in the war, after fighting the Enclave gang bosses, there are even rumors that the Wasteland Scouts saved the world on numerous occasions. But this is the reality. Coach Bragg warns us that the Raiders or NCR may strike us at any moment. So you think it was the NCR? That I don't. The NCR would betray you in a lot of ways, but that's really not their style. He believes they know where we are. That is what this secret mission is about, to finally determine just how far the Raiders have spread, how close the NCR is to finding us. The reports have been locked away behind the Tier 3 firewall. Rossman says that if his brightest students can crack into it, they may just be worthy of Wasteland Scout candidate. But for the others, well, we've just hidden away this secret mission. No one knows they have gone, and no one so far has noticed. Okay. No, that's the one I just read. Okay, last one. The work on the terrarium is nearly complete, and most of my administrative and executive controls have been shipped there. I had the men move the old spare master computer monitors from storage to the garden cave, and we've begun planting succulents. It is a lovely place for meditation. After this is finished, we will never again have to rely on the stale crumbs of our hydroponics lab. I love it in there, and so does Jason. He has been helping us build the garden rock by rock. I am proud of my son, no matter how rebellious he may be. He hasn't been sleeping at home with his mother and I fear his tribal origins may be weighing on his mind again. He chooses his brother and sister over us, along with the older star child. Are you sure it's that? Not that he's just trying to balance the two of you? He's got his blood family, his blood relatives, which is us, and you guys who are his adoptive parents, and that's quite a balancing act to play, bud. So, get over yourself. We installed the last of the vault controls today, and as the hard locking mechanism for the self-destruct was slipped into place and activated, I felt a pang of fear, not at the realization that it existed, but that I realized I wasn't afraid of it. Ooh, I'd rather destroy this vault than let it fall to our enemies, and that is a feeling I am not sure how to accept. Yeah. That's a little worrying. Yes, it is. Alright. Sergeant Danvers, 2078, 2078, 2099. Okay. After everything we've been through in the past 4 months, Overseer Clint Dixon has ordered an immediate evacuation of the cave exit beyond the vault door. Vault Tech standard orders have been to keep the door shut for a minimum of 80 years, and a series of hard locks and chemical timers have been set in place to prevent override of those controls. No matter what Dixon orders us to do, there's no way any of us are getting through that door. Okay. The same year, a little later on. I've always tried to be a good man. I served 15 years with the LAPD before I agreed to join Vault Tech's MP program in the San Bernardino Valley. I fought in the Gobi before that. I know this isn't the place for personal reflections, but what I've watched in the past few months has made me question who I am as a human being and a law officer. We overthrew Clarence Dubnik thinking he was the man that tried to have us killed. Idiots. Only to find he was really the man that had saved us. Yes, not until it was too late, and he was killed by forced cyanide pill, by whom we may never know. When Dixon left us as guard chief and became new overseer, he made me the head of scout missions to the outside, but even after a total reversal of Vault Tech orders, that door is locked, and the only scouting I have to do is of my own soul. And then we've got 21 years later. It's been a little more than 20 years since I last updated this archive. There hasn't been any need. The door is still frozen in place like it has been through a half dozen overseers and years of arguing. No matter what, I know I will die waiting for the day I see the outside again through anything but that tiny security camera watching the darkness of the cavern. Sergeant Danvers signing off. Oh, that's gonna suck. Vault Tech. I'll tell you, if I could go and find the people who did this, they would die before they got a chance to do it. No need to make it suffer, just kill them. This time it goes top to bottom. I wish you guys would make up your minds. Oh. Wow, this is the best Christmas of all time ever. After 80 years, the doors are finally opening. A bunch of us have been gotten together and started planning our intended destinations. My granddad used to tell stories about the world outside and how it's finally here, and now it's finally here. I can't wait to go visit Big Bear Lake in Pine Haven. I have a funny feeling you're going to be disappointed, son. Apparently, they were being a key word there, really nice places. Green trees, big pools of water, tons of tasty fish. Granddad always wondered what could be left, and Dad told me that people are bound to be rebuilding everything by now. Before Granddad died, I told him I'd look up at the stars for him. First step I take out of the cave, and I'm going to do just that tonight. Okay, that was Danvers the Third. Okay. Acting Sergeant. This is Acting Sergeant Elias, reporting back from the scouting mission 0. Most of our party was lost on day 3 as we scouted the ruins of the Big Bear Bridge. We encountered a band of heavily armed men who surrounded and disarmed us with flash grenades. At some point between my being rendered unconscious and reawakening, Officer Jackson and Sergeant Danvers commenced fire on the hostile assailants, but were quickly dispatched. Officer Travers and I managed to escape to the tree line, but Travers was gunned down as we crossed the river. I was grazed in the left shoulder and left for dead. They stripped me of my uniform and weapons and left me on the shore. They thought you were dead? They didn't realize when they stripped you that they weren't really? A woman from a colony of slaves woke me some hours later and escorted me to the vault door. We brought her into the custody, and I enjoyed an extended stay in our infirmary. So that was acting. Now he is actually sergeant. The roads leading from Vault 18 to Pine Haven are mostly intact and clear of major debris. There is a crater leading to the old military base, presumably from an atomic weapon. Pine Haven itself is utterly destroyed, save for a few central buildings. There are signs of animal life none that we could see or recognize. There is no green foliage. There are cars on either side of the road for hundreds of miles, many of which seem to have been moved and stripped of usable parts. There is no visible sign of a restored United States. It appears the entire continent was completely destroyed by the war 80 years ago and has remained in a state of decay ever since. Yeah. And Sergeant Elias again. The woman we saved, Orica, is a slave. Orica. From a city several miles. I'm stuck on that. That sounds like the senator's daughter's name. She speaks Southern English, has good manners, and has provided us description of a survivalist ruling party which conquered them several decades ago. Something about the mining operation at Athen Tech having been used as a staging area for this army of isolationists. Are they isolationists or survivalists? There's a big difference. I mean, one does tend to go with the other, but not necessarily. This military operation is likely well aware of us now, so future missions along Highway 173 are ill-advised. She warned us of another danger, a mutant horde along Highway 18, but she's too ashamed to speak of them. We are planning several new scouting missions and an entire training regimen for new recruits. Okay. Tier 2. Terminal 6, Terminal 4, Terminal 3. Dr. Rogers. This is the 100th successful scouting... What? 718, 528, 521. No, that's right. So this is from Dr. Rogers. So this is 521, 528. So, okay, that's right. This is the 100th successful scouting mission launched from Vault 18. A proud moment. This morning, a team of myself, Kara, my wife, and our granddaughter, Sarah, had a picnic outside in the grass. It's growing nicely this spring. I remember when it didn't grow at all. How lovely. Since there are 1,306 of us currently living in Vault 18, it is greatly satisfying to report that I found several locations scattered around the Crestline Valley and the Angeles Heights fit for colonization. There is an NCR settlement in the far south, past the char of San Bernardino Valley, leading towards the Sequoia Zone that will serve as prime colony targets. I've spoken with several NCR representatives about the best possible locations, and they assure me that staying clear of our immediate area is essential. Then again, none of them have ever traveled I-15 like I have, nor care to. From what I'm told, Tandy has no interest in this area. Not yet. To be sure, we have begun teaching our children a game in which they forget Vault 18's location and name. Just don't tell them, idiot. If they remember, they lose. Wow. It's become a sport among them. If we are ever tempted to reveal where the vault is, it will be an easy resistance because we simply will not know. Okay, and a couple months later. There have been several tectonic shifts that I believe are precursors to a much larger event. We are sitting just a few miles east of the San Andreas Fault. Lovely. It runs right through the valley beyond Athens Tech. While we were assured that Vault 18 will survive the biggest quake imaginable, I'm loath to believe 140-year-old predictions. The cement shell has been curing for that amount of time, and good engineering will require a reassessment of densities across the whole shell. Something above the threshold of the supports. At the very least, we are looking at a situation where we will be digging our way out of the cavern. I'm suggesting that the colony attempt hasten and we leave sooner. They're calling us exodites in the vault. Maybe we are exiles, but in my heart, I know, and hundreds like me, that we belong out there in the world among the tribes. Fair enough. Okay. It's Terminal 3. It's Terminal 4. Sergeant Norman 620 22 42 22 22 53. Okay, so Sergeant Norman starting here. Scouting report number 202. There have been rumors of Brotherhood and of Steel scouts passing the area near Vault 18. It was said that they'd established a camp nearby, searching for pre-war locations in the mountains near us. We've encountered the Brotherhood several times in our various adventures. Yeti has several scars to tell the tale, but in case we have a new student reading these logs, let me tell you a bit about them. The Brotherhood of Steel formed from what was left of the United States Army over a century ago. They were once a huge organization, but now they're essentially a loose band of raiders. Their motto of late is, "We're the only salvation this tortured planet and its people have. Without us, humanity is sure to perish." Oh my God. That should give you an idea what they're like. Yeah, relatively little is known about the early years of the Brotherhood Steel, but they acquired a ton of power armor from when they were still army men and have taken to treating themselves like ancient knights of the Round Table. Odds are you've never read about that in the Vault Library. Go look it up. It'll make sense after that. Even got their own King Arthur by the name of Maxon. Yes, yeah, as in that Maxon. Don't know if he was the dumbass who led the Brotherhood into its grave, Jeremy in a past life, but my money's on Boss Maxon being some black sheep second cousin they could quietly punt off the Council of Elders. Brotherhood's too stuck in the mud of tradition. Odds are old man Jeremy could piss on the boss, the Brotherhood of Steel cog, and they'd still follow him off a cliff. They tend to be shy. They scour the waste for technology, building up some kind of storehouse meant to enrich humanity, or so they say. Really, it just enriches them. They'll take anything you have and strip you down, leave you dead if they see something they like, especially if you're lesser people. This bad habit got them into a war with New California Republic. With their superior technology, the Brotherhood managed to give the NCR a good smack, even coming close to winning that war. But the Brotherhood's technological advantage was nothing compared to the sheer volume of the NCR military. Okay, the Brotherhood was isolated, undermanned. They froze themselves to death. The NCR kicked their ass and took everything they could get their hands on. We were part of that war in several places, basically starting it. The Wasteland Scouts derailed several Brotherhood attempts to ransack Vault 18, kept them chasing their tails, and eventually used their technology to turn them against the NCR. When they weren't paying attention, we had our friends in the NCR get a gander at their storehouse. After that, the greedy NCR politicians were salivating. War ensued. We'll check up on this and update the logs. Update 10/22/2048. 10/02/2048. Unfortunately, rumors have proven to be false. There's nothing in the area that would indicate the Brotherhood of Steel presence apart from an outcast located in Union City, specifically Old Doc Marius. Crazy Sci-Fi was trying to impress Dr. Kyoto with his shiny suit of power armor. Pah, crazy lovebirds. I reprimanded her for fraternizing with locals and not informing us, and she told you to go and jump off. Yeah, I'm sure. She's a scientist. She's not military. I am sorry, everyone. I don't know why I'm so stuffed up suddenly. While on a routine patrol, we crossed an old Vault 18 exile settlement in the region, about 30 clicks from Union City. Place was a mess, demolished and abandoned, showing marks of a fight that must have taken place some hours ago. Inhabitants were caught by surprise, probably by a force that was superior in numbers. There wasn't much sign of a firefight. No corpses were found. It seems the aggressors attacked the settlement in a hurry, destroying what they couldn't take and left with everyone dead or alive. Careful inspection allowed us to discover a hidden nook behind one of the houses. Survivors were found inside, just infants and toddlers, all in the age between 2 and 4, approximately. They were wearing exodite marks. 4 of them had little blue pentagrams painted on their bodies in various places, seeming to indicate a family name. Star, okay. They were terrified. 2 kids named Jamie and Eric, the oldest of the bunch, told us the demons took their parents and left them behind. They were too scared to even talk about it. They said that the demon woman hid the 4 with the tattoos in the nook. As soon as we got them out of that hole, it was like they just forgot it ever happened. They've been quiet on the subject ever since. Well, have we? Unfortunately, no further tracks were found, and we were unable to determine What happened to the inhabitants? Settlement was small, and my bet is someone sold info on them to the passing slave caravan. The goddamn survivalists probably were involved in the process. They've been taking slaves left and right ever since that Els dragon, son of a gun, took over after Rossman killed his leader, Boss Maxson. Huh? But I thought Maxson was, of course, you can have two people with the same name. There we are. With the NCR pushing into the region, getting ready to liquidate the Enclave holdouts north of here, we have to be especially cautious. The NCR is winning the war with the Brotherhood, but just barely. They're on hard economic times. They're destroying tribes, wiping out whole civilizations, tearing apart towns, going back generations. It's like they're trying to turn the entire California wasteland into a farm for taxes and soldiers, you think? After we blew up the ethanol reserves at Athens Tech, they've been on a campaign to absorb every last raider tribe from Washington to Texas. But we're in California. What are you talking about from Washington to Texas? Unless you're talking about Washington State. They were on a ragtag. They were a ragtag organization just 80 years ago. Now they're turning into a war machine. The NCR keeps pushing around raiders like dirt on a wet floor, and that dirt is starting to run off into the gutter of Athens Tech Mine. This place gets mentioned a lot. Rossman petitioned the overseer and council, which ordered an emergency session to admit the orphan children as vault residents. These kids are our ancestors' blood. They're us. They may be dirty, starved, and terrified, but they're us. We're immediately rushing back out to scout the other 6 villages. If the raiders are trying to take revenge on our tribes, we need to know, but I get the feeling that this isn't just a revenge thing or a desperate grab for manpower. I think someone or something is targeting our tribes to bait us. That's hardly good. Dr. Kevin Rossman. Scouting Report 193. We found the remaining Exodite tribes, number 6 and 7. They have been destroyed along with the others. This time we were too late. The children were dead, likely from starvation. The scouts blamed themselves. Truth is, I blame myself. This isn't the place for self-reflection, but it is my duty to report my failure. As lead scientist, I'm responsible for making technical suggestions, but as a wasteland scout, it's my job to keep these people safe. We're more than just the defenders of the vault, of Vault 18. We're protectors of humanity. Oh my, don't be getting ideas above yourself now. That's when bad stuff starts to happen. We promised them when they left Vault 18 decades ago that we never abandoned them in the wastes. That our mission was to protect not just our little vault, but everybody from here. I'm the leader of that operation. I hesitated to fight an unknown enemy, and for it, a dozen kids are dead. Tribes 6 and 7 were nomads. They didn't have a permanent settlement. Whatever came after them knew who they were. The Enclave is too bogged down with the NCR war to go back to their old schemes, so it can't be them. You think. The Brotherhood couldn't care less about us, true. NCR wouldn't do something like this, not on purpose. Depends on who it is in the NCR. We've rescued all the kids we could. Whoever is targeting us has won. It's time we draw the line where we know we can protect the vault. Where we know we can protect the vault and bunker down. Hunker down, I think is what he means. But that's okay. And Security Chief Everson. Scouting Report 217. Union City has been invaded and successfully taken by the NCR, but it looks like we've lost the war. In our last reports, we've documented the agreement Dr. Rossman reached with the slaves of Union City and the NCR Colonel Bill Silverman. The NCR is aware of the Wasteland Scouts and our exploits. They've watched every episode, it seems. Big fans of the show, or so we thought. The NCR sent prospectors to take over Vault 18. They killed Dr. Kyoto and left us covering our butts. Really? Prospectors from the... That doesn't sound like the NCR guys. It might be someone within the... I don't think it's NCR themselves, though. With those mercenaries chasing us back to Vault 18, we had no choice but to kill them. No problem. The NCR learned of it and branded us enemies of the state. Well, screw the NCR then. Rossman specifically is called in for treason. They declared Vault 18 and Athens equally annexed NCR property. Oh, that's not good. I'm in a vault that the NCR has decided they've annexed and they haven't actually taken over yet. Oh my. They stormed in and took over the ethanol fields at Union City in a 3-week battle that left the entire region a glowing mess. The survivalists under L's Dragon have made a big impression on NCR brass. NCR thought they would be a pushover. They were wrong. L's Dragon gave ground just to suck them in, then burned his own fields under their feet. The fields are full of explosive mutant corn. Probably killed 400 NCR soldiers in 30 seconds. Death by popcorn. Nasty. As we've documented, the great cons, vipers, jackals, all the miscellaneous raider tribes with names or no names have flocked from across the wasteland to join the survivalists. The NCR has pushed them to utter desperation, enough to overcome decades of internal fighting and band together. We thought this battle was in the bag. The raiders were finished. We were wrong. The survivalist message of freedom and isolation, of tax-free utopia and anarchy has ironically created a grassroots movement of epic proportion. The NCR Angels swept California clean of the devils they sought to destroy, and all the demons came back to hell. Athens Tech Mine, now they're back to hell. Athens Tech Mine. Now they're all here on our front door. Oh my goodness. The NCR is bogged down fighting the Brotherhood now. That war may or may not go in their favor. Until that's resolved and they lick their wounds, the NCR has given up on Athens Tech. The raiders keep growing in numbers, hunkering down. They're sweeping the valley for us, looking for revenge. Chief Evanson has called it in. We're locking down Vault 18 until further notice. We'll close the door, start raising these kids we saved from the wasteland, and that'll be it. Our adventure days are over. Wish it was on a better note. Okay. That's 4. That's 6. That's 2. That's 1. That's 5. Sad. Oh, pictures. Highway picture 1. Okay. That's absolutely... You can't see anything. Highway picture 2. Nope. Still can't see anything. Highway picture 3. Nope. Still can't see much of anything. Highway picture 4. It's just too blurry. Really... The technology at that time was that bad? Really? Really? Local image log 1. I mean, what the... it looks like a house, but I mean, you know... There's a face in the mountain. And... something at dark. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's tier 2 done. Tier 3. Terminal 1. Alright. Yes, I gotta get up shortly, but Wasteland Scout Mission Report 196. Wasteland Scout Mission Report, Dr. Kyoto. This mission brief will go over the extended journey I took to catalog the highways in the areas near San Bernardino. So this is before we were adopted, I would assume. 196, yeah. I, Dr. Kyoto, left Vault 18 3 weeks ago and only now returned home. I was accompanied by Dr. Rossman, Sergeant Norman, and Yeti Hale. At first, the mission went smoothly. Using Dr. Rossman's improved image recording hardware, I was able to use the old iBot chassis to take pictures of the roads in the area. Well, they weren't very good pictures, let me tell you. While most people in the Vault Council objected to the mission, saying it was a waste of time and resources, I believe the efforts to be worthwhile, as we now have an exact map of the roads logged into our Pip-Boys for future missions. There is, that's a good thing, but the quality of those pictures is horrendous. There is much to learn from the engineers who lived before the war, and the roads are proof of this. Following this message will be images we recorded on the trip. Yeah, I saw those. Wasteland Scout Report 212. Dr. Rossman. Alright, now that we've managed to blow up half of San Francisco on some fool's errand, I'm going to take this report to tell you, my esteemed Vault Council, to listen to me when I tell you not to go messing with the higher powers of advanced technology without reverence. Well, reverence is a little bit of a strong word, but yeah, I understand what you're talking about. We were sent out to find the lost Brotherhood of Steel airship, Captain Dean Rogers, who on one of our previous missions had stolen a valuable piece of hardware henceforth known as Yeti's broke-ass Pip-Boy. And by stole, I mean he fixed the damn thing, and we decided not to ask for it back, since he'd plugged it into the ship's navigational processor, and none of us wanted to wind up dead by unplugging it. Dean managed to save us all from an angry mutant horde out Phoenix, real upset super mutants with a hatred of humans something fierce. They flew us back to our neck of the wasteland and dropped us off in Union City, where we made the 2-day hike back home to make sure we weren't followed. We succeeded in that mission, brought home a load of microprocessors. Oh, excuse me, please. To fix our data stack overflow problem, and we secured a crate of assault carbines to replace the damaged service rifles in storage. We damn near lost our lives on that faint rumor of a weapons locker in LA, but we pulled through. Then you sent us out to recover Yeti's broke-ass Pip-Boy and retake Dean's ship. Now we told y'all that it was a piece of shit idea. To start with, Dean did us a favor, saved our butts, and 2, he promised to keep our vault origins and location secret. We didn't want to repay him by going back out and stealing his stuff. To make a long story short, you kicked us out with our orders. Scout Mission 212, retrieve as much Brotherhood technology as possible to defend Vault 18 against unknown threat. A damn fool's idea, but we did it anyway. 1,900 miles, about 10 blown covers, over 5,000 rounds of ammunition, a love story, a trail of dead Brotherhood of Steel knights, about 500 she-warriors that will never see daylight again, and the NCR nearly found our location on the way home. Dean's ship crashed into an NCR reconstruction effort on a San Fran nuclear power plant and destroyed miles of the city. Killed him, last we heard. That's another dead friend in a long line of screw-ups we're none too proud of. You know what we came home with? That broke-ass Pip-Boy and a laser pistol. Hope you're happy. That's a scathing little message if I've ever seen a scathing little message. Wasteland Scout Mission, Doctor. Okay, while we were out talking to Union City slaves, we found the source of the infection they're suffering. It's in the water line leading out from the San Bernardino Hills. Somewhere out there is a source of forced evolutionary virus. Oh my god. The junk we learned about from the old super mutant Marcus last year. Marcus says that the Master's army scattered tons of the stuff as they fled the Angel's boneyard years ago. Probably dropped a barrel out there somewhere and it seeped into the water table. This time the virus has been mutated to work on dry land rather than in a vat. Messes people up bad. The FEV normally works on a multi-stage process. Under close supervision, the FEV makes you strong, more intelligent, under the ideal situation, but even a little DNA mutation or radiation exposure makes all those changes go haywire. Without monitoring, it tends to twist muscles in on bones till they snap. Ow. Blow out brains, destroy the lungs and heart. Nothing can survive that. No, that's quite true. This breed has been called the mind virus. It's all end-stage junk. The last dose of FEV meant to wipe the mind of the horror of transformation, but here all it does is make these folk crazy. Makes them high on rage, tearing at themselves. They get so freaked out they cut off their own nose, gouge out their eyes, eat their own limbs, then turn on anyone nearby. Well, if they've eaten their limbs already, who cares? It's true horror. We tracked the water line back to a hidden California tribe camp called Ziabula and started dispersing a cure. There we found a man named John Bragg and his one-eyed sister named Chevy. Yeah. Turns out there was a vault buried right under Ziabula with a whole set of water chips. Those two were already aware of the vault and on their way to dig it out. Turns out Vault 18 needed a new water chip set too. Ours had all mysteriously been corrupted by some mass computer glitch. Yeah, mysterious. Yeah. Never did figure that out. I don't know why. Bragg helped us out big time on this one. He says he needs a place to stay the winter, so Dale Norman is going to recommend he gets a fair hearing by the overseer. That's too bad. He's a little weird, but he has a clear understanding of the wasteland. Yeti and him talked for an hour about sports. Could be a good coach for the kids. I set the old vault's hologram emitter to project my image so local tribes would have somebody they trust watching over the water supply. It should administer a constant vaccine and antiretrovirals. With any luck, we can make a nightmare a happy little dream. Time will tell. Okay. Not quite as scathing as the last one, but you know, nothing could be, really. Wasteland Scout Mission 214, 210, 216. Why is it out of order? 210, Dr. Kyoto. This mission takes place in the ruins of Los Angeles. I was asked by the board why I had left Kelso, the civilian that joined our party at Union City last fall, to die in the ruins of LA during the longest mission we'd ever embarked upon. Kelso is an evil bitch and never finishes anything. She made a sexual pass at me, never finished her work, and generally complained that everything we have worked so hard to achieve is worse than our little trip to Boulder. She asked if we wanted to make this mission another Boulder Dome. I said, how would you like it if I made you another anus? We lost good friends to Boulder, the virus, that cat ghoul thing, the good people, Kelso, just trying to do their best. She asked why I left her in the ruins of LA. I said I'd forgotten to care. I hope she's dead. That's not very nice. 214, Wasteland Scout, Sergeant Dale Norman. This mission never even manages to leave the vault. Well, that's a problem. Last week, Dr. Robinson, received a package from someone in the wasteland. We had no idea who the sender could have been at the time. The cardboard parcel, about 25 centimeter by 25 centimeters by 25 centimeters, was left near the entrance cave under the dead of night. Needless to say, this was a threat to security. The overseer decided that the best course of action was to quarantine the item and access the risk. Doctors Rossman, Kyoto, Robinson, and Chief Evanson and I took the item to Showers Box Canyon and opened it up. Okay. Inside we found a single cube of amorphous flesh. Dr. Robinson immediately delighted at the sight that sickened all of us. He requested that he be allowed to bring it back to the vault for further study. After several days of sciencey mumbo jumbo, this is the sergeant being performed on the cube of meat, Robinson deduced that while the percentage of the item was human muscle, bone, brain, and other tissue, all compressed, at least part of it was some mutant creature of unknown origins. It was sealed in a cold locker and left for further analysis. The following night, one of Robinson's students, Jamie Campbell, opened the freezer while up late studying and discovered that the parcel had opened itself and begun growing tendrils through grates. It had managed to free an eyeball and portion of brain tissue large enough to process sight and access its situation, so said Robinson after the student raised an alarm that woke the entire vault. I hope so. Read. The young girl went screaming through the halls and swore off science for the remainder of her life. Well, I don't know about swearing off science, but I can see going screaming through the halls. Security swarmed in, and we were alerted. After several hours of arguing back and forth, the first and final order from Chief Evanson and Dr. Rossman was to destroy the entity before it possessed someone's mind and body, or infected the entire vault with a meat carpet of angry biomatter. Robinson protested, wishing to study it further. It was a gift, to which Evanson replied, "You know that gift means poison in several European languages." He built a straw man out of my argument to incinerate it, telling me I was an adversary of science, so I just stepped aside, then proceeded to watch him go to war with that windmill. All I had to do was tell Kyoto to make angry gestures and pretend to be offended as I snuck away. In the meantime, I went to the overseer, who gave the final order to throw the item into the furnace. It put up quite a fight, but was destroyed with no further disturbances. We have no word on who sent the parcel as of this time, or what exactly it was. I'm sure it will come back to haunt us, and not just in the form of poor Jamie's nightmares. Poor Jamie, holy shit. Scout Mission 216. Yeti Hail. This mission takes place in San Bernardino and surrounding areas, in the San Bernardino Valley and surrounding areas. With an extremely heavy heart, I have to report that Dr. Miyaki Kyoto is dead. You know, when I was first told by then overseer and then younger Haas that the Wasteland Scouts were being reinstated, I didn't believe it. 10 years later, and I can't believe the missions we've survived to tell about in these reports. Miyaki was one of the outcasts in the vault. She was an intelligent, sweet, and shy girl, one of the youngest at a time before the Wasteland tribes were adopted by the vault, the only female to ignore the segregation laws, but all that changed when she joined the Scouts. Dr. Rossman insisted Miyaki join the team despite the objections of Sergeant Norman, who thought she'd be a liability in the field, but Rossman knew better. He knew we needed her science skills and her ability to put together broken strings of information from old newspapers and terminals led to some of our greatest discoveries. But 3 days ago, a strange man in Uaxaca approached her as she was convincing the locals to give her an old pre-war laser weapon they worshipped as a god. According to her report, he shook her hand, leaving a green residue, and laughed as he walked away. After that, she fell ill, and her robot companion dragged her to the safety of the vault. Despite her objections, the little dog is now in storage upstairs, in pieces. Okay. Ow. I'm going to have to stop this very soon. My backside is getting extraordinarily sore. Union City, Kyoto. Norman and I were out of commission in a prospector encampment where we were subjected to a device known as a mesmetron. We were convinced to give up the location of the vault under the effects of the device. Then we were sent to be interrogated further in Union City. Kyoto had escaped capture earlier that day when we discovered that the prospectors were planning to invade Vault 18. Fortunately for Kyoto's brave efforts, she was able to inform Dr. Rossman of our capture and the location where she believed we were held. Then she isolated herself in the entrance cave, where she tirelessly worked on restoring and reprogramming the weapon, which calls a shot from an old satellite in orbit at the target location. What weapon is this? What weapon? Dr. Rossman used the device to destroy the prospector advance and free us. Okay. Dr. Kyoto died trying to save our lives and succeeded. Her body was found to contain a lethal and highly contagious virus, and she ensured none of us would catch it by immolating herself after leaving a note in the robotics lab. She was sorely missed. We love you, Miyaki. She sounds like she was quite a scout. Tier 1 Terminal 5, Tier 4 Hollow Feed, Tier 3, Tier 1 Terminal 5? Okay. Report on Wasteland Factions by Kira. I've taken all the notes I've been able to find on these old Tier 1 terminals about where my real parents may be. The scouting reports don't really have any clue what happened. Okay, and they're as dense as college textbooks. Not really. I've learned about these candidates. Super mutants, slow, angry, and big. Some people say they eat humans. They've been known to do that, yes. Raiders, there used to be all kinds of them. Cons, jackals, vipers, but they were all beaten by the NCR and ran away. 3, the Enclave. They were really bad guys. Okay, how old are you? Curious Terminal, keep out unless you are helping. That were beaten up by the NCR. I don't know if they still exist. The Brotherhood of Steel, maybe they're technophiles that live in bunkers. Caravans, these guys just roam around selling stuff. They're okay. The gangs of New Reno, they take slaves and all kinds of bad stuff. The Slavers Guild, the NCR broke them up, but they retreated to Athens with the others. The She, they're all bankers and tech geniuses from San Francisco. I'll keep looking until they make me go home. I never want to go back there. Okay, Warren Valley by Kira. I found a bunch of notes on the Tier 1 terminal about a fight in the Cajun Pass. It seems like the Wasteland Scouts have been fighting the Survivalists since the beginning, but after the NCR began expanding, they fought back. Now the Survivalists take anybody willing to resist the NCR and hold the line at their base in Athens. There it is again. It's not too far from here. That's why we never go outside, okay? They said that this is Survivalists take slaves. Maybe they took my parents. That's possible. Dead End by Kira. Dr. Rossman won't help me. He says I should learn to hack these old systems on my own. I'm only 10. That sounds like Rossman. I barely know how to type. My fake mom and dad won't let me stay here. He hits me when he drinks. Oh, man. I have to find a way back out of here. I want my real parents back. Oh, who's your mother? Who's your father? Who's your mother, too? She's letting them. Restarting the search. I haven't looked at these notes since I was 10. when they banned me from being in here. I'm 19 now, and I won't take I don't know for an answer. I want out of this vault more than ever. I have to get out before they turn me into another one of their Cinderella bimbo baby makers. That's stupid. Such and such Jen Hale caught me in the cistern repairing the exterior connectors. I don't know how she did it, drama queen. Because of her, I had to tell the overseer what my dad does to me in front of everyone. I'll kill her one day if I get the chance. No, you won't. But for now, I've learned everything. I've read every programming book. I've read every magazine, every report I could unlock. I know the survivalists have my parents. I just need the last bit of proof. Then I need someone to unlock the main vault door. I'll go for it the first chance I get. Okay, back to this one. No. Back to this one, Born in the Valley. After Jesus, they fought everybody willing to. Okay. That was Tier 1, Terminal 5. Tier 4, Hollow Feed. Tier 3, Terminal. Okay. No. That's Maria. So I have been around. I've looked at everything, right? Those two are not to be looked at right now. I looked at all 6 of those. And activate terminal. Okay. So just the hollow feed one. Initiate active holographic display.
Holy shit, what the hell is that thing? Watch.
What's what? What?
What the hell?
What?
That's going. A vault! Our systems have been hacked. Quick, initiate lockout and backtrace the signal. Who are you, wise guy? You better be ready to die for your country, because I'm gonna dispatch a Verdi assault squad to...
Okay.
What the hell was that? Was
That's
that
a
an
good
Enclave
question.
soldier? I haven't seen one of those bastards in 10 years. I hope we've seen the last of those giant metal cockroaches. If the Enclave knows about Vault 18... Oh no. Kid, you've got to warn the Overseer. I'm gonna get the Wasteland Scouts together. We better be ready. Damn it. This is why I wanted to keep the vault in hiding.
Okay. What's going on? Who was that guy? Yeah.
There are a bunch of awful people I wish you never had to learn about. People that have a grudge against Vault 18. And me. The last I saw an Enclave trooper, he was getting pried out of his armor to be hung by the NCR War Crimes Committee. I hope he'd be the last.
Okay.
I'm gonna arm the Wasteland Scouts. We may be old and dusty, but you kids are the next generation. We have to keep you safe. But first I'm gonna go sever that connection. You head off to bed. And if we're lucky, those monsters are hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, I'm not going to bed. You can forget that. Oh my. Oh, I was supposed to. Okay. I should have done that. Fine. Let's do it now.
Wow, I have to admit, I could have done it years ago, but I just didn't give a shit. What did you find?
I found a ton of old history reports from weeks. Yeah.
Ah, now that's something worth looking into.
I thought so.
I don't need an essay or anything. I trust you've learned enough.
Okay, thanks.
Now go on. You had a tough day. Now you should just go off to bed now. And don't let those death crawls get you from under the bed.
You really want me to go to bed, don't you? Not gonna happen.
Well, that you did. Great job, kid. I'm really impressed. What did you find?
Security logs and data from a few years ago. Stuff about the Exodites.
Well, I'll be. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time. Exodites.
Yeah.
Damn. You know, leading theory is when you kids were brought up here, it was because your parents were part of the Exodus. We never found out exactly what happened to them. Just that they disappeared. I hope it kept you entertained. Now go on.
It was
You had a
interesting
tough
reading.
day.
Will you stop telling me to go to bed? Okay. Are there any cool things I can work on? I'm done with computers. I want to talk about being a wasteland scout. Yes, I do, but just a moment. What happened to the external network connections on that old server? These terminals are way above. No, what's this one? Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic politics is what happened. Dumb lawyers doing an engineer's job. Once upon a time, Vault 18 was supposed to be the center of the American wasteland.
Okay.
We had this big machine at the core of that promise. But the Great War screwed that up quick. What wasn't blown to hell in about 30 minutes has been scavenged and sacked for small settlements.
Okay.
You see, the network was a set of cables running all over the country, and this server kept the vaults connected. But one by one, the others have failed. Some were destroyed, others just vanished.
Well, it has been 200
then one
years.
Day, 18 years ago, they all just blinked out.
Okay.
The first overseer, a guy named Clint Dixon, took over Vault 18. He severed the links to the outside. Said it was a toxic influence.
He was
He
probably
kept
right.
a few cables alive, but severed the rest. It's just been little updates ever since, until they all stopped a few years ago.
Okay,
Now we just
fair
have
enough.
what's left for you to play with. Hope you spot where those weird I/O spikes are coming from.
Yeah, not likely. Alright, okay. I want to talk about being a wasteland scout.
So, you want to join the elite few?
Yes, please.
Alright, let's talk.
Okay.
You managed to earn my respect with previous comments, but this is another issue entirely.
Fair enough.
If you impress me again, I'll make you a wasteland scout. So what brings you to the conclusion I need you?
I think I want to learn more about where I came from. Me and my family, I mean. Yeah.
That's a long and complicated story.
Yeah.
Truth is, I don't know. You deserve to, and I don't have the answers. The guilt kills me every time I think about it.
Okay.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
I'd like to tell you what I do know. 16 years ago, Sergeant Norman and I were following a tribal guide through Crestline Valley. We needed rest, and he knew a town. Once we got closer, he just stopped, went pale, and readied his gun. We followed him in. The town was empty, torn to hell. The old buildings used for
torn to
shelter
hell?
were wrecked, tents
Okay.
were torn, like a tornado stormed through.
Tents.
Then there were all you kids, no one older than 8, scattered, hungry, confused. So I picked you up. Evanson and Norman grabbed your brother and sister, and we walked straight here. Took 2 days, and no one said a word about what we were doing. The rest is history, but I assure you, I didn't carry your
but
ass
it said
almost
between
100
2 and
miles just to
4.
watch you go back out there and wind up dead.
I know
But
intention
one
of
day,
winding up dead.
hopefully when it's safer, you'll get that chance.
Alright. Wow, I had no idea we had so much history. Thank you, sir. I'll make you proud. Promise.
You betcha, kid.
A little over the top, but alright. Yeah, I can work on. I'm done with the computers.
Yep. Now that you mention it, I'll let you head up to the main elevator and check out the robotics lab upstairs.
Ooh.
Just drop my name in the guard and we'll let you in.
Ooh, robotics.
It's dark up there.
Yes.
We keep the upstairs reactors offline to save power.
Okay.
So just follow the signs to the main entrance.
Fair enough.
You'll find the robotics lab at the end of the hall.
All
Last
right.
door on your right before you reach the vault exit.
Good enough. Okay. No, they're not. So, what can you tell me
you
about
want
what's
to
up
know
there?
what it's like in the great outdoors?
Well, since I want to be
Let
a
me give
wasteland
it to
scout, you
straight.
think?
It's hell upstairs, kid.
Okay.
Nightmare.
Okay.
The things you think about when you're in the dark and a clawed hand reaches for your shoulder. It's real. And it lives up there. Hundreds of them. But that's just the wildlife. It's the people that make you wish the war had really ended everything. But it only did half the job.
Apparently, it didn't
Don't you
even do
forget
half.
this, kid. The strong
Well,
prey on
actually,
the weak.
maybe it did
And the closer you
75%.
get to
Maybe it did
society,
more
the
than
worse
half.
things get. The people that walk around up there are miserable, half dead, struggling to see tomorrow. Kids are starving, families are broken. Those that say they're here to help you are just waiting until you fear for your life, giving them what they want to keep you safe. Then
Okay.
you realize what kind of slave you become. That's what the wasteland is like. Don't ever think it's gonna change, because it isn't.
Well, the wasteland might not, but civilization might. Okay, I need to get going.
Later.
Later. Vault Tech 2 perk added. Okay. What? First of all, I want to look at this. The repair all for it still says I haven't repaired everything. Check out the robotics lab. Yes, and I need to go back to my room as well, but not to sleep. Alright, so I think I'm going to go to my bedroom. I think that's necessary. Alright, oops. Alright. Alright, everyone. It is... it's been a couple hours since I started this stream, so I think I need to stop. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. Everyone, have a nice day, and I shall talk to you the next time I do this. And I think we're going to keep on with this particular...
Your ear's still ringing from the game? The Overseer wants to see you in his office. It's all over the intercom.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll stop right there. And let's hit escape before he continues anywhere, so I'll be able to keep up with him when we continue. Alright, everyone, have a nice day, and we'll talk